Hello, my name is Brad Larkin, and I'm here today to show you the new DNA tools at genetichomeland.com. We're going to go through the DNA file upload, adding demographics to correlate with the file, DNA tabular reports, and the next-gen match tool that lets you pick any marker and add it for comparison. In order to keep your file secure, you're going to have a Genetic Homeland user account. So if you don't already have one, go to the home page and click on the register button and complete that form. Once you've registered, then from the home page, click login. Go ahead and enter your password. What you'll have now is a new feature called DNA Tools here up in the upper right. Let's get started by uploading our first DNA file. Okay, we click on the file upload link. We have a variety of formats that we can accept here. There's the variant call format VCF, which is used, for instance, for FTDNA's Big Y, as well as the 1000 Genomes Project and others. FTDNA also has a Big Y variant export that comes in this kind of file format that you can export. It's actually a CSV file. If you've taken the FTDNA Family Finder test, Ancestry.com or Ancestry DNA Autosomal Test, the Geno2 results format from National Geographic's Genographic Project, 23andMe if you have raw data from Human Assembly Build 37, which is how it'll be if you download it now in 2014. Note that the file size is limited to 30 megabytes using this tool, and your connection speed has to be able to move the file within 5 minutes. If you have files larger than that, please use a service like Dropbox. Do not send a file over 1 megabyte via email. So let's go ahead and do a file upload. We're going to pick our demo file, and let's start with a FTDNA Big Y VCF file. Okay, basically we select the file. We can do more than one file in an upload. We're just going to hit start. Okay, and then the file's there. Now what we need to do next is enter the demographics information that relates to this file. So we can click on processing information, and we can start to enter the demographics. Okay, basically what we do here is enter privacy settings, the DNA test information, earliest ancestor, the person who was tested, and the participant geography. So to get started, we click next. Okay, first thing is the terms of use. So you can click on there and open and read the terms of use. When you agree to that, you check the box. Here we have privacy settings where you can set the frequency of email notifications for matches, whether you want to suppress the participant geography, inhibit your email address being disclosed to matches, hide your first name, even hide your last name, and if you want to hide your kit number, put what you'd rather have it be there. If there are particular markers, such as just say M222 or one position number, either way, put them in here, and then we will strip those out when the results go into the data. So this information tells us how to process and analyze your DNA file. Choose your testing project. Your file name, if you've already uploaded, should be here. If you haven't uploaded yet, you'll have a chance to pick files. Put in your kit number. Now we click next when we've entered the information on the ancestor. Okay, the participant, the person who took the DNA test. So one of the features of our system is that you can upload and manage multiple sets of records. You can enter the data, or you can copy your registration data. Okay, place where you were born. And when you've finished all the data entry tabs, the whole form is presented as a summary. So if you've got multiple persons you've had tested in your family and you want to upload multiple files, you can just go to the file upload page. And here we see the one we did earlier. We're going to go on and add several others. So there we're using control click. We added 3 files and we can start those. Okay, so on the demographics screen, if you've got demographics records you've already started, they'll appear in this drop-down list. If you've just uploaded a file and it hasn't been linked yet, you should just go next here to start a new record. Set your privacy settings. By the way, the net privacy settings on one person are the accumulation of all the individual file uploads. Okay, so here now we can see this is where we have done our other uploads, such as a Genographic 2 project. So for the file type, we'll pick that product. And go next. Now also, if you've already entered one ancestor, you have the ability to pick it from here. So if it's the same ancestor, you can pick it again. If it's not the same ancestor, then just type the information in and you'll create a new record. Okay. Likewise, as a contributor, if you've already got one contributor on file, you can pick that person. Otherwise, enter the name and the rest of the wizard will be similar to before. Okay, now we've uploaded files, we've linked demographic records to them. In the background, the analysis tool would be running over your DNA records, doing matches, and interpreting them. The first set of reports is called the DNA tabular reports. Basically, these give you tables of data on your matches, yourself, your files you've uploaded. Most of the results you're going to see are going to be files you've uploaded, except for matches where you match other people. So this tool basically lets you get out what you've put in. You can download the information in any one of these 4 file formats: CSV, tabular, XLS, or on the web. There's different reports like match summary, SNP mutation details. Okay, so now let's look at kind of the jewel of the genetic Homeland DNA tools, and that is the Next Gen Match tool. Next Gen Match lets you pick any kind of marker you want, an STR marker, an SNP marker, by name or by position on any chromosome, and lets you add combinations of these in to help you find new SNPs in people you've tested. So here you can enter an SNP by name, such as M222. You can choose what type of match you want to look for. With NextGen Match, you're searching the whole database, not just the files you've uploaded. The key point about NextGen Match is that we've reduced all the testing companies' information down to chromosome and position. That way you can compare different markers from different companies, and if they're actually talking about the same piece of DNA, you'll be able to see that. Okay, so for instance, we can add a marker by position number here. We type the marker number in, we click add. In the background, the site is looking it up. We can type a plain SNP marker name like L21. When we're ready to see the results, we click on the run button. And there you see the matches that we have to the criteria that you just entered on the fly. Another neat thing about Next Gen Match is that if you hit reset, then you'll be able to see your previous searches. They've been saved in the background for you. And so to reopen one, it's as easy as clicking on the link and your criteria are entered for you. Now just click Run to see that query run again. You can also enter a descriptive name for a particular saved query to help you find it again more easily. Like in this case, we entered M222. Another neat feature about Next Gen Match is that you can download the results in different formats, including Excel, XLS. Here you can see the Excel file we downloaded, and notice that the columns were generated dynamically on the fly with the different markers that we selected. Okay, let's talk for a minute about how to use the markers on Next Gen Match. Basically, you can pick any chromosome you want. You can enter positive mutations, negative mutations, observed or unobserved, as well as the string allele counts for STRs. The criteria that you enter here are the records that we're going to try to pull out of the database and show you. Now, the types of data that you'll see presented for the markers, you have some choice over two. You can use raw data, you can use positive or negative mutation from the human genomic sequence, or if you've had next-gen DNA sequence results, we can report out the quality of the individual markers if you want to compare multiple persons. Note that we don't store any markers that were not certified by the vendor. Here we're adding a whole series of markers just to demonstrate how to add more than one. You see in the middle section the markers that we've selected. We're building a list. When we've got the list done and we're ready to run it, we click the Run button and there's our results. Again, with each marker as a column on the right. Okay, now we'll change the type of data to be displayed, and we'll just click Run again and to see the difference. The point here is to show you how quick and easy it is to get a variety of different looks at the data all through this one tool, the Next Gen Match tool. Okay, so that's an introduction to the Next Gen Match tools at Genetic Homeland. These tools are designed to let you find matches using SNPs and STRs in combination in the same query, and looking at next generation DNA results across multiple vendors by reducing the results down to the position and the chromosome. Thank you for watching, and look for more at www.genetichomeland.com. Mapping technology for DNA, surname, and genealogy research.